Alright, welcome to Arctic Disc Golf. I'm doing a commentary round here with Kaden Anderson, who is right here off tee 1.
Yeah, so stepping up the hole 1, that is my top force. Just trying to swing it wide of that tree. Generally the play is to swing a little wider than that, but I ended up deep because it went just over the inside. So just trying to give this a bid. Day 1 I made this putt from about that far, so just trying to give it a good bit of height and float it, but missed it a little low, which is generally how I miss those putts. So just tapping out for the par. That's Dave on the bag. He's a very close friend. He's been around in my life for disc golf for a long time, so it's good to have him out there. Hole 2, we're playing up around a baseball diamond to the right. So the goal of this is just to push something up high and right, which is exactly what I did here. I'm going to put it a little too far right for my liking, but that's okay. So I'm trying to swing this wide and high. Missed the height just a bit, but I did get the width right, so I should be about pin high with a good putt. These trees didn't really get in the way, but knowing they were there wasn't, helpful per se. So just gave that a bid. It's about 50 feet, so just trying to make that. And, a little testy on the comebacker, but nailed that one. So nerves are a little high at this point. It's second round of a A tier, and round 1 didn't go so well. So this is a little inside. I'm trying to swing right of that dead tree, catching that branch, knocking it down. There's actually an OB circle right there, which you can see. So I was in bounds by probably a couple millimeters at that. We took about 2 minutes to look at it and figure it out. So just threw a jump shot and jump putt and made my tap out comebacker. So it's about 80 feet. So this is hole 4. It's up and to the left. There's a guardian tree that really gets in the way. So I was a little upset about it because I pulled it inside that guardian tree, but it looks like
the wind cut out.
I ended up beating it. So I've got a putt. Just left it low. I could tell out of my hand. I do a thing where I basically can feel when I don't commit to a putt, and it's exactly what happened there. So dropped out early and was always low. So this hole 5, trying to get aggressive for the eagle, and did that. Yeah, so I have a really tough shot here. It's hard to judge the distance, and I ended up straighting this disc directly OB. It was terrible. Got an open look from here, so I'm just trying to give it some sort of a bid to save par. To no avail.
I had some shaky camera work because I was from about 200 feet away from them on top of the hill.
Yeah, it was a little windy at that point, a little breezy. So tapped out for bogey. On to hole 6, this is the hardest hole, of course, of the whole weekend.
We also had about a 20-minute backup here,
yeah,
so that didn't help.
Related all 3 days. It was miserable.
It's nice to have some nature appreciation also.
Oh, absolutely.
Ducks going for a swim and feeding.
Yeah, and there were rabbits and squirrels and stuff all over the course, so it was actually really nice to see when we were out there. It's good to have a bit of, not distraction per se, but just to have something to look at.
And I chose the wrong spot to film this, but kind of see Kaden throwing here.
That's all right. So day 1, I took an envy and juiced it a little bit, so I decided to disc up and try to throw it a little gentler. And I don't know if you can see, but yeah.
It went deep.
Juiced it straight up. So this is a baobab, AGL baobab. I'm loving this disc. They don't go very far unless you throw them very far.
Alright, totally that line.
But, it's a very unique disc.
How deep do you think that is?
It does a very unique
4?
thing. It's something I've been
4
using
feet?
a lot. So
Come on, yes.
you can't get it out of the water with a retriever.
Here I am on the camera, trying to retrieve it. Commitment.
Where is it?
I think it's straight out from here, but I'm
Yeah, we were dealing right here.
It was really right next to the street side.
So, just a reminder, this is in the
Tell me
middle
where I'm going.
just go
of the
straight
biggest here in
about
Colorado, arguably.
4 more feet.
Eric Gossage was there, Joel Freeman. Should be almost lucky to
Take a picture of this shit.
Oh, it's
I'm gonna do this in the middle of the fucking tournament.
Very strong.
choice words.
You're fucking right, I'm getting it back.
I'm doing better than that.
Just been hitting off.
You've been on film this whole time.
Have I?
Yes.
Nice.
Need to get a tan.
Yeah, exactly. Too white for this.
60 frames a
Got it
second.
back, so glad to have it.
Alright. How well do I play tournaments with West
Oh, it was
So
it was a bail.
So you're about to see here.
That's why I had to get it back.
As I try to line up my line.
Beloved baobab.
So I was
We
further
weren't sure
this way
during the round. It was really
cut
hard
it
to
across
tell.
and it lands
Here's a
there.
slow-mo coming in. Where did it cross over?
Yeah, so as you can see, it kind of swung right of that tee pad and crashed right in the water. So I should be marking to the right side of that pad. But
So
based on
somewhere
where the
like
disc ended up
here-ish?
settling and where I pulled it out, we didn't mark it quite the right spot.
You don't need
So
shoes
as you
to
can
throw,
hear,
do
I
you?
asked if you need shoes to throw, and we were told no. The card said no.
That's OB.
We learned afterwards you do, but doesn't matter. I tossed it straight over.
Yeah, it's
to
out.
My punishment anyways. So this is the barefoot 30-foot downhill putt, straight cash. Never gonna do that again. We learned our lesson that time.
I mean, it was up to like here.
It was not fun.
I mean, that was
It was safe.
up to
So I'm very wet and I'm cold and I'm trying to bad.
Was it good content?
3 feet probably.
Was it good content?
We'll find out if the ladies like it.
Yeah, it's not fun. It's not comfortable. So this hole is the best hole I had all weekend. All 3 days I put this disc within 30 feet. So this one should be. I think this was the closest of the weekend.
Good shot, Kaden.
It was about 15 feet. So that was I believe that was a Terra. On this occasion. Yeah, that was my Terra on this occasion. So just a slightly more overstable compliment to the bolt. We missed the drive on this hole. I threw my bab off the tee as I did day one, and it ended up leaking just barely open. It was maybe 2 inches. So I have this putt, same thing as hole 4. Same thing. Just out of the hand, you can just tell it's low, it's going to hit that top area. It's a very frustrating thing for me. It's something I deal with often. But,
Level 9 here now.
so hole 9, day 1, I piped this bolt dead up the middle. It was perfect. Day 2, same thing. It's a little bit higher, but that line is absolutely where you want it. It's perfect. You can't throw a better shot.
Good shot.
I was very happy.
Beautiful.
Apparently Greg had asked me what I threw here.
Lunchtime, some cheeses, you know, after that bottom of the throw, and the card mate here threw a forehand.
Beat it.
I thought it was 380 to the
Yeah.
pin.
Oh,
He went in the water
sit,
here.
please.
Yeah, he smushed on that. It just kept pushing. Like, I don't
my
know how
God.
the video can like show it per se.
Wow. It just kept going.
It didn't want to stop. It wanted to keep going.
And it even hit a tree.
What was it?
Yeah. So at this point, a card mate had shanked the drive off the tee, and had it ended up over in the Hawthorns over on our right, and just the kind of person I am.
Oh, it's right there.
I don't mind going. Yeah, I don't mind going to get things with people and do stuff like this. This was branch thorns. Definitely not fun, but you know, after like I said, I had a rough day 1, and so
Yeah.
the mentality on this day was not very
Kaden.
competitive, which is unfortunate. But I tried to get into a competitive mentality, and just with the way the round is shaped up to this point,
He's young.
It's not something that bothers me. I can do
Oh,
things
yeah,
like
it's
this.
literally sitting parallel
Because
in the
it's just-
tree.
It's a nice thing
to
to
the
do.
ground.
I don't mind doing it. So this disc is vertical or like horizontal to the camera. As you can see, you didn't even
You
see
stroked
it.
me for throwing this back to you. I'm gonna smack you.
Looking at it the whole time on the camera, and you didn't even see it.
Exactly. So I went over there, grabbed that, hopped that back over, but I'm sitting here. There's a tree where you're trying to swing just under, which you're about to see. I pulled a reactor out, and I thought that was high the whole time, and then it barely touched that branch and dropped straight next to the pin.
Shot.
So that was a very, very nice shot, considering how bad it would have gone if I lifted a little bit more. So if you're keeping track, that is bogey, birdie. Sorry, that is birdie, bogey, birdie at this point. So it's just the start of many, many more to come. So this is hole 10, carrying a lake, and you've got to try to swing just under this tree branch. That big tree to the right. I just missed it left. Plain and simply, I did not swing it right enough at all, and I caught a bad stick.
So I think it's
Yeah, as
in,
you
but I
hear.
don't think it is.
I thought it might have been in, but I also just had no real hope for it. So this was the bottom of the hill, so I had to go down and grab it and come back up to this 40-footer, which out of the hand, you just can tell it's not there. Just lifted and it wasn't right, but get this comebacker for bogey and cash that. So now we've gone birdie, bogey. So it's 2 birdogies in a row. Not exactly how you want to be playing, just playing your disc golf. So this is hole 11. It's around again, another baseball diamond. This was my favorite hole to tee off of all weekend. That's a hex, just thrown on Anheuser. Greg missed my upshot, but that's okay. I went pretty quick. I threw what I believe was a sycamore, or that might have been my zone, and made that putt for birdie.
We're not gonna talk about it.
Yeah.
We're just gonna leave that one there.
That's an island hole.
Wow.
I did not hit the island on.
That's a new one.
Forehand's been a new thing for me, so I'm still just working on developing it. So I got this run for par. And as you can see, everyone really thought that one was going in. And, just not. So I've got this for bogey. And just didn't make it. So that's a 15-footer for double, which I do believe I made. Yeah, it's a little right side, but that's right where we want it. So now we've gone birdie, bogey, birdie, bogey, birdie, double. That's a new, yeah. Oh, that was a force, yeah. So this is an AGL cedar. I pulled it just a little flat. It's exactly the right disc for that shot. I just pulled it flat, so I was out of position a little bit. But I've got this bid. I was OB on the drive, so this is for 4. Just right. It was great height, great pace, just a little off. So that is for bogey. So at this point, I'm just not well. Gotta tap the basket. Always gotta tap the basket. That's some good luck. So at this point, I've got nothing to lose. Just trying to have some fun. That is a trace. I pumped. It was just, it turned a little more than I wanted. So ideally, I'm trying to push that through that gap. I kind of went over the tree to end up right side. See, I don't really hate it per se, but
Big Anheuser?
I have to run up a little hill here.
I had no idea what he was going to throw, so I didn't know how to track it.
I can let this one speak for itself.
I lose it over the trees, and then these guys are like, good enough.
Yeah, so I'm thinking.
We're not sure where he's landed at exactly.
Yeah, when he said I'm in the middle, that caught me off guard a lot. I didn't think I had any bid for eagle on this par 5. Step putt. Just it. So there's a lot of raw emotion here. It's been a rough day. It's been a long weekend already. So you're gonna see some very raw. Like I just was feeling it. It was just that's crazy. So in the end of the weekend, Aaron Gossage, and Joel Freeman are the only people who
Nice putt. Dude, the swing from yesterday. Because yesterday I took a 7. This was where my round fell apart.
Oh.
I took a 7 on this hole.
Yeah, so as you hear me say, I just, yesterday was, day before was a rough one. I was 5 under through the first 12. Just kind of set it up, threw everything on. I did the same mistake yesterday, or day before this, and I ended up at the same spot, threw the same pitch up, but had a round now, so trying to make the correction the day before. Just can't quite feel it, and then just low. Hit the bush, but it was low. It was low. So I'm tapping out for an other hole. Eagle bogey sounds quite interesting on the scorecard. Hole 16, this was the hardest hole for me on the course the entire weekend. This hole, mentally, is just hostile to approach. So this is an inner court. Just trying to turn it through that little gap and not quite get it turned over. Getting it to the middle, so I should have to jump putt up for par, which is kind of all you're really playing for in that hole. Leaked it a little, but I'm trying to get some better run. Did okay. Here is a bad putt because there was a lot of headwind, you can't really tell, and I just didn't give it enough, didn't give it enough oomph. So I have been putting with that thing into a lot of severe headwinds, but I don't think it was the right decision in the moment. But you know, you live, you learn, and you can move on. So.
We're kind of just sitting there awestruck that everyone.
Good?
Yeah, we're good. We're done. And on 4. It's time to move yet.
Yeah, everyone was just standing there. I didn't know what was happening. I didn't know if they were waiting on something or what was going on. So I just want to make sure they knew they were good to walk.
It's been a long day because it is 10,000 feet to this course.
Oh yeah, it's almost 2 miles.
So I got to turn around and watch Joel Freeman as we were passing through. Great to see a local pro playing these courses with us.
On to hole 17. I believe I threw my inner core today. I'm just trying to throw it straight, get a little bit of turn out of it, which I did, but I didn't get quite enough turn, so I ended up getting my last rig about a 40 footer, 35, 40 footer. So,
Is that a B?
No, it's safe.
I thought there was a way up there.
I think it's just on the outside of the rocks.
I'm tired and frustrated. It's just been a long day, so just asked if there was OB. Ran this putt, cashed it right where I wanted to be. Nose angle was perfect on that one. It felt very good out of the hand. So hole 18, we walked up and just threw. I led the box because I was going to be birdie, and I was just done with the day. So I threw my drive.
I wish mine was on top so I
there,
could
and I
go
was
for
the last
eagle
one
today.
across it. So
Yeah.
cameraman
Just
last.
gonna take my.
first.
Oh, why would I do that? I got the last birdie. That's all I needed.
Yeah, so
So I'll do birdie, birdie, and don't be
Watch a
stupid.
few of them tee off with, up the hill, and here's a
green guest appearance.
cameo from Michael Chandler, another team fly green.
yeah, so I ended up pulling this drive a little shorter than I wanted to. I wanted to be up on top to get aggressive for the eagle, but I couldn't. So I threw this drive, just trying to push it into the gap, and then I ended up catching the worst upshot ever. I was terrible. I just tried to throw the bab and I just caught my finger, and it was terrible. So that skill is something I'm still working on. I decided to grab my flare and just force something up there, make sure it gets up, check up skip, looking at about a 10, 15, 20 footer-ish. I think it rolled a bit closer to about 15, 10 feet. So just trying to get over with. This was a long day, mental battle the whole way. I'm in a position where I'm no longer really able to fight for cash, which is really unfortunate because, like I said, I was 500 day one through 12, just it all fell apart. So at this point, I'm just going into day 3 looking for a fun round. I had Jordan on the bag, who's also on Team Fly Green, and it was definitely a blast.
All right, thanks for watching. Catch you in the next one.